On August 28, 2010, a miracle occurred in the shadow of the Lincoln Memorial in Washington, D.C.
Indiana,
South Bend, Lexington, Kentucky,
Myrtle Beach, South Carolina,
Oklahoma, Philadelphia,
City of Liberty, Philly.
On that hot summer day, hundreds of thousands of people from all over the country, all over the world, responded to the challenge to restore honor in their own lives. In what may have been a first in the United States capital city, there were no political speeches. Messages of faith, hope, and charity were the order of the day. This year, on August 24th, from the old city of Jerusalem, Israel, the message goes global. Restoring Courage, a worldwide call to stand up and declare full support for the State of Israel. A resounding message to Israel's citizens that you are not alone. A reminder to one and all that this is not about the politics of left and right. It's about right and wrong. With dignitaries from 78 countries committed to attend, and more than 600 viewing parties planned in American homes, Jewish community centers, and churches. A promise from people around the world not to forget. A promise to stand with Israel and its citizens. A bold step to restore the world's courage to do what's right. On August 24th, 2011, live from Old Jerusalem, a life-changing moment begins. Restoring Courage.
Obviously, when the Restoring Courage rally, that opportunity showed up, I was without a doubt, and there was no hesitation. I knew I was doing this. Restoring honor, we sat there and we took it all in. But now it's definitely, we needed to respond. We needed to take action, and I just couldn't believe the rhetoric and just the actions and what people were saying around the world, what people were saying in our own country, what government officials were saying, and I'm like, this does not speak for me. Their actions don't speak for me. I have to do something. The people of Israel need to see that their actions don't speak for us. We're going to speak for ourselves. Standing with Israel is really, it's honoring God, because He said, bless those who will bless you and curse those who will curse you. And so I'm definitely going to be on the winning side. There's no denying that. It's a no-brainer. At the same time, it's not just standing for Israel. I understand it's standing for what is right. It's standing for God's principles and values, the value of life, the value of freedom. That's what standing for Israel means to me. For my dad's parents, they suffered a lot too. They were professionals in that my grandmother had a doctorate degree in education. My grandfather had a master's degree in economics. My grandfather worked in the National Bank of Cuba, worked his way up. I can't remember if he was the head of the National Bank or one of the top ones, but he had a lot of high-level access. And at the end of the revolution, Fidel's revolution, he was just seeing everything that was happening, and he said, no, this is wrong. I don't like what's happening here. This is not what we were fighting for. This is not what we wanted. And he stood against it. Their degrees were stripped from them. All their hard work gone. My grandfather was sent to voluntary work camp in the sugarcane fields, and you got sent there to re-educate you, or just for you to die. And God held him. God protected him. He got sick, very sick, and was able to make it back home, and through a miracle was able to escape from the country with my dad and aunt and grandmother, and went to Puerto Rico, and then eventually here to Tampa, Florida. But he risked his life to do what was right. And my grandfather, holding the line for what was right, holding the line for freedom, as a result gave me and now my kids a better opportunity. If he would have stayed there and done nothing, if he would have stayed quiet, I wouldn't exist. I wouldn't be here. And if I did exist, I would be living in a place that doesn't know what, I would not know what freedom looked like, felt like. I want to do that for my kids. I don't know what the future holds. I don't know where it's going to go from here. I don't know if it's just going to kind of just boil over after this event and everything's going to be all nice and rainbows and sunflowers. I don't know. I mean, I've read the end of the Bible. I know it's going to get nasty at some point. But at least I can say I was faithful. I'm nothing special. I'm just, just a regular person. But God is the only thing that's special in me. He's done so much for me, and I wouldn't be who I am without him. And I can just do my best. And if my best is just to stand and hope in God, I know he won't disappoint me.